We lead today's technology report with a critical cybersecurity alert impacting enterprises globally. Reports confirmed between April 25th and 28th, 2025, that a zero-day vulnerability in SAP NetWeaver's Visual Composer component, identified as CVE 2025-31324 with the highest possible CVSS score of 10.0, was being actively exploited in the wild before a patch was available. Attackers leveraged this critical flaw to upload web shells, enabling arbitrary code execution and potentially deploying advanced malware like the Brute-RTL framework. SAP subsequently released an emergency out-of-band patch to address the vulnerability. The active exploitation of such a severe flaw in ubiquitous SAP enterprise software presents a significant immediate threat to organizations worldwide relying on these systems for critical operations. It necessitates urgent patching, thorough security audits for signs of compromise, and potentially incident response activation for affected companies. This incident is a stark reminder of the constant danger posed by zero-day vulnerabilities in core business systems and the absolute necessity of rapid patch deployment and vigilant security monitoring against sophisticated cyber threats targeting enterprise infrastructure. Transition. Staying with cybersecurity but shifting to a case with geopolitical implications. A startling case involving alleged large-scale fraud and potential links to sanctioned North Korean IT workers was reported in the United States on Tuesday, April 29, 2025. Authorities uncovered a scheme where a U.S.-based individual purportedly held 13 simultaneous remote IT jobs, fraudulently earning nearly $1 million in salary. The core allegation is that the actual software development work was carried out by North Korean IT operatives located abroad, likely in China, with the U.S. individual serving as a facilitator to receive payments and pass vetting processes. This complex case throws a spotlight on significant vulnerabilities in remote hiring and identity verification processes exploited for large-scale financial fraud. Critically, it suggests a sophisticated method potentially utilized by North Korea to bypass stringent international sanctions, leveraging its skilled IT workforce through deceptive intermediaries to generate substantial illicit revenue. This poses considerable challenges for sanctions enforcement, corporate due diligence in remote hiring, and national security efforts aimed at curbing North Korea's illicit funding streams generated via cyber means. Transition. Moving now to developments in artificial intelligence. Leading AI research lab OpenAI has reportedly rolled out enhancements to its widely used ChatGPT model, noted around April 28 to 29, 2025. The updates introduce capabilities allowing the AI to more directly assist users with online product searches and potentially comparisons. This positions ChatGPT more squarely as a competitor to established internet search engines like Google, particularly within the commercially significant domain of e-commerce product discovery and recommendations. This functional expansion represents a key evolution for large language models, moving them beyond primarily conversational and content generation roles towards more direct participation in information retrieval and consumer decision-making processes. It is set to intensify the competition in the digital search and advertising landscape, potentially disrupting established players and driving further innovation in how AI integrates with online commerce, while simultaneously facing questions about data privacy and algorithmic bias in product recommendations, similar to scrutiny faced by search giants. Transition. In major technology investment news, American technology stalwart IBM made a significant announcement on Monday, April 28, 2025, unveiling a plan to invest $150 billion within the United States over the coming 5 years. IBM framed this substantial commitment as a strategic initiative to bolster the U.S. economy and solidify its global leadership in crucial computing domains, likely encompassing areas such as quantum computing, artificial intelligence, R&D, and advanced semiconductor technologies. IBM's ambitious investment plan represents a major injection of capital into the U.S. high-tech sector, potentially stimulating significant innovation, research, and job creation. It reflects corporate confidence in the long-term growth prospects of the U.S. market and aligns with national strategic priorities focused on maintaining technological supremacy and strengthening domestic supply chains for critical technologies like semiconductors and next-generation computing platforms, signaling a strong bet on American innovation. Transition. Expanding Internet access globally remains a key focus. The government of Bangladesh granted its final approval for Elon Musk's Starlink satellite Internet service on Monday, April 28, 2025. This regulatory clearance allows Starlink to begin offering its low Earth orbit satellite broadband services within the country, making Bangladesh the second South Asian nation, following Sri Lanka, to officially welcome the service. Starlink holds the potential to dramatically improve high-speed internet availability, particularly in rural and remote areas of Bangladesh that lack adequate terrestrial broadband infrastructure. This approval could be transformative for bridging the digital divide in Bangladesh. Expanding access to reliable high-speed internet can unlock substantial opportunities for education, e-commerce, telehealth, and overall economic development, particularly benefiting populations outside major urban centers and fostering greater digital inclusion across the country. It highlights the growing role of satellite constellations in global connectivity efforts. Transition. The intersection of the automotive industry and IT continues to deepen. A significant strategic shift was highlighted at the Auto Shanghai Motor Show, with reports on Tuesday, April 29, 2025, detailing plans by major Japanese automakers Toyota and Honda to integrate advanced Chinese technology into upcoming electric vehicles, EVs, tailored for the competitive Chinese market. Toyota announced its next EV, the BZ7, will utilize an operating system from Chinese tech giant Huawei, while Honda revealed plans to adopt AI from Chinese startup DeepSeek and partner with another local firm for driver assistance technology. This move signifies a pragmatic acknowledgement by established Japanese automakers of the advanced capabilities and market dominance of Chinese firms in critical areas like automotive software, AI, and connected vehicle platforms, particularly within China itself. In order to compete effectively in the world's largest EV market, partnering with local tech leaders appears increasingly necessary to meet consumer demands for intelligent, connected driving experiences, potentially reshaping traditional auto industry hierarchies and global supply chains as software becomes central to the vehicle. Transition. Returning to cybersecurity threats impacting the financial sector. The integrity of the software supply chain within the cryptocurrency ecosystem faced a new challenge, as reported on Monday, April 28, 2025. Researchers discovered that the official NPM package for the XRP ledger, XRPL.js, a widely used JavaScript library downloaded over 140,000 times weekly, had been compromised. Malicious actors injected backdoor code into certain versions, designed specifically to steal cryptocurrency credentials from developers and end users who integrated the compromised library. The tainted versions were reportedly available for approximately 16 hours before being addressed. This supply chain attack targeting a popular library within a major cryptocurrency ecosystem highlights substantial risks inherent in modern software development, where applications rely heavily on third-party packages. Successfully compromising such a widely used library can enable large-scale theft of sensitive credentials or digital assets, undermining trust in the ecosystem. It underscores the critical need for developers to implement rigorous package integrity checks and for platforms like NPM to continuously enhance security monitoring against such malicious insertions. Transition. State-sponsored cyber threats continue to target critical regions. Reports on Monday, April 28, 2025, detailed fresh cyber espionage activity attributed to the China-linked Advanced Persistent Threat (APT) group known as Billbug or Lotus Blossom. Their latest campaign targeted multiple entities within an unnamed Southeast Asian nation, including a government ministry and a significant telecommunications operator. Notably, the group employed newly developed custom tools specifically designed to extract credentials stored within the Google Chrome web browser on compromised machines. This campaign illustrates the continued focus and evolving sophistication of state-sponsored actors targeting sensitive government and critical infrastructure networks in Southeast Asia. The development and use of bespoke malware tailored for specific environments, like Chrome credential theft, indicate targeted intelligence gathering objectives. Such persistent threats necessitate advanced endpoint protection, continuous network monitoring, and strong regional cybersecurity cooperation to effectively detect and counter these sophisticated espionage efforts aimed at stealing sensitive information. Transition. Telecommunications companies themselves are not immune to breaches. In South Africa, telecommunications giant MTN confirmed on Monday, April 28, 2025, that it had suffered a cybersecurity incident resulting in unauthorized access to some customer data. While asserting that its critical network infrastructure and core customer services remained unaffected, the company acknowledged that personal information belonging to an unspecified number of its customers had been compromised. An investigation into the breach's full scope and nature is currently underway. Even if core services remain operational, data breaches compromising customer personally identifiable information, PII, represent a serious security failure with significant consequences. Such incidents erode customer trust, expose individuals to risks like identity theft and phishing attacks, and can result in substantial regulatory fines and reputational damage for the affected company. MTN's confirmation highlights the ongoing challenges faced by large organizations globally in protecting vast amounts of customer data against persistent and sophisticated cyber threats. Transition. Finally, we look at the overarching trends in cybercrime. Cybersecurity researchers reported around April 28 to 29, 2025, on the continued evolution and prevalence of sophisticated ransomware tactics, posing a persistent threat globally. Key trends highlighted include the robust ecosystem supporting Ransomware as a Service (RAAS), which significantly lowers the barrier for entry into cyber extortion. Attackers are also increasingly deploying specialized tools known as EDR killers designed to disable endpoint security software before executing the main ransomware payload. Reports also noted ongoing activity from specific ransomware groups and tactics like initial access brokerage. The democratization of powerful attack tools through RAS models means more actors can launch devastating ransomware campaigns. The focus on actively circumventing security measures like EDR signals a clear adaptation by attackers to improved defenses. These trends demand that organizations move beyond basic prevention and implement comprehensive security strategies including advanced threat detection, network segmentation, robust data backups,